Howdy everyone, and welcome back to Making a Fakemon region. I'm going to start this episode by saying that in the next 2 days, or at least at the time recording this, I'm going to be releasing 2 other special art-themed episodes. So if you like what you see in this episode and the previous episodes or whatever, please stick around for the other 2. I'm sure you'll like them. Hopefully, probably, maybe. Anyway, this art-themed episode, we're going abstract. Let me see if I can do it better. Ah, fancy. So, as is tradition with every other episode I do of Making a Fakemon region, I'm going to draw Fakemon, or Cidalmon, based on certain things, and show you me drawing them, and then talking about them. I know what I'm talking about. I literally have a script. So without wasting any more further time, I'm just going to jump straight into the first one. We'll keep that taken, screw it. Now, the first inspiration for this design is, I woke up one morning, if you would believe it, and at the other end of my room, I saw an empty bottle of soap, like 4 of them. I don't know why, but every time I finished a bottle of soap, I just didn't throw it out for some reason, so I just collected a little pile. And I just remember looking at the top of it and just thinking, bird. So originally, this was going to be a sentient soap bird thing, what, like, you know, spat out soap. I don't even know if it was going to be a Fakemon or not, but as you'll see in the next episode, the next 2 episodes, which kind of inspired this whole paint thing, I realised, well, I could just change the soap into a paint bottle thing, because even though I don't think there's, like, paint squirty bottles, it'd be cool if they were, but I don't think they actually exist. I thought it had the same effect, right? And chances are this was probably going to be a poison flying type anyway, regardless of it being soap or paint. So we'll call it paint, at least for now. And it made a bit more sense because I was doing research and I found out that some birds can use secretion from their oil glands. It sounds a bit gross. But they basically use their own sweat oil to enhance the colours on their feathers. So I was thinking, that's kind of related to what I'm doing in some regards. So I kind of had this idea of a bird eats berries to create a paint inside, like it's got a special paint making organ. What it secretes to not just colour the feathers, but literally create its own wings, what it can use to fly. And I think the final idea, what made me decide to use paint, was also because of the dipping bird toy. Did anyone else have that growing up? I didn't have one, but I saw one once and thought, that was pretty fun, it's moving on its own, and then 7 seconds later, I never wanted to see it again, and I have not. Originally, I was gonna, use specific bird designs in constructing it, but then I realized if I'm gonna make this a specific abstract-themed episode, I thought maybe just kind of go with the flow in a way, see what happens to it. Make it weird, because weird is good, sometimes. It's weird thinking about it, because I feel like, looking at Generation 1, you can tell that they are designed in Generation 1. Due to the, design tropes that were reused among the designs, such as the Goku eyes or the ears and horns stapled on everything. Things look weirdly cats. You ever look at look at some Generation 1 designs, and you will see cat elements where you would not normally notice them. Look at Onyx's cat mouth. Cat mouth. The idea of Onyx purring frightens me. I'm just gonna skim through the entirety of Gen 1, and not all of them are cats, but look at Abra. Cat head, Snorlax, cat head, Mew, cat head, Persian. Who? I'm not saying they're literally cats, but there's weird feline elements what you just wouldn't notice. Maybe that's a me thing. I don't know. Maybe I just see felines. Maybe that's a disease. That moment you realise you're 4 minutes into a recording an episode and you spent 2 of them talking about cats. This is Dievus, a mix between Dianthus, the scientific name for pink. Colours have scientific names, did you know? Aves, or Avas, the scientific name for birds, and Dye, because colour, so Dievus. It's a, fat little pink bird what just waddles around and spits paint to blind its enemies and fly away. And it also uses paint as...
Yet again, I'm forced to endure being in another episode.
Oh, hey, Tui, what's up?
Don't act like you care. Anyway, here's this, thing I drew.
Wow, you did that all on your own?
What? No, you told me to draw things. You said it was an art-themed day or whatever.
Oh, wow, okay. That's, it's brooding.
Oh, is it not bad?
No art's bad, Tui. It's all subjective. Unless it's actually bad, in which case, yeah, sure.
You've been acting weird today. What's up?
I honestly don't know. I think I poured too much sugar in my tea.
Ha! maybe put another white type of powder in your tea. If you get what I'm...
Why would I put baking soda in my tea?
Oh, forget it.
But yeah, it's nice. It's mysterious, like edgy. It's kind of like you.
I am not edgy.
Right.
Do
I'll
not
bring that up
ever
again.
call me that.
Well, you gonna draw anything else?
No. Turns out I hate art. And frankly, I feel like everyone who draws art are just sad, pathetic losers who need to go outside and actually find friends. Dude, you, what was that about?
No, sorry, the insult just killed me for about 2 seconds. I'm gonna draw another abstract one if you wanna stick around and see how that plays out.
As if I even have a choice. I'll get comfortable.
Radical. When I was looking at, artifacts to base designs off of, I was kind of curious about, cave paintings. The idea of, before we had a modernized language or modern way to communicate, what were the things that we drew, That's just a weird thing to me. So, I was looking into cave paintings, and I'm pretty sure one of the first ever cave paintings, at least one of the oldest ones that we found, was of rather a bull, a cow, or a deer. Or at least primitive versions of those animals. And I'm pretty sure I'm specifically talking about cave paintings of animals. I'm sure there's older cave paintings of just more abstracted things. So again, I was originally going to design something completely different. I was just going to design basically just a rock cow. What was meant to be like, cavemen drew it onto it, and thousands of years later they're alive now. But I wanted to go, again, more abstract, more, frankly, original. So I was then just starting to think what art really means. Art, not art. I'm British, can you tell? And I just wanted to think about the idea of what art can represent, in the sense of it can represent a memory. Memories can fade at some times, sure, but art never does, unless it's on like paper in water or something. Then it probably fade a bit. But like in general, art doesn't typically fade. It's an everlasting memory. So I like the idea of cave paintings creating, like, primitive man in this world would kill this cow specimen or whatever and eat it, and they would do art of it to keep the idea of them alive, in a sense. So thousands of years later, when mankind hunted this cow type to extinction, the memory of them was still alive in their paintings. So the souls of those cows re-inhibited those paintings and became this cracked rock cow. I recorded that all in one take, and hopefully it made at least somewhat of a bit of sense. Basically, cavemen drew cow, cavemen killed cow, cow spirit repossessed the paintings and the rocks that the paintings were on, and they're now a ghost rock cow. Well, who's to say it's even a cow? Again, a bull, or maybe an antelope, or any, basic horned mammal. It's weird thinking that in this universe, scientists, like in this real world, scientists are trying to figure out, cures for worldwide diseases or space travel. In this universe, they're trying to figure out what ghost possessed a cow painting and what animal is it actually meant to be. I just thought that was kind of funny. So here is Primitor, a mix between primitive and Bos taurus, which I believe is the scientific name for cow. So Primitor. I wanted to experiment because usually I just use watercolor, but I wanted to experiment actually overlaying a rock texture over it, just to give it some depth, I suppose, right over then, because with the watercolor it would just look too smooth. So I was experimenting a little bit, and making the soul inside not watercolor either, like a soft light thing. I was messing around, or as a professional would call it, experimenting.
What up? We're in this episode too.
Oh hey you two, how are you doing?
Why, I came in here to show you my drawing. Drawing? How do you pronounce that word?
Oh wow, you do too?
What? You told us to draw something for your art video.
Ruining's the illusion, guys. Just want to pretend that we all just had a drawing day.
Sorry, pal. My days of being an actor are over.
You're also not blending well with the green screen, so let me just, There we go.
You're not gonna show her? She's not, appeared in any episode before,
Oh yeah.
I think.
Well, this is Green Face.
My one and only green clean beauty machine. I would do anything for her.
Exactly. She has been here the whole time. I've just not really had any reason to show her. But now we're in an actual, house place. I'm, showing her a lot more.
I get to be shown more as just the red guy. I'm now also the guy who has a girlfriend.
And you might notice, she's not gonna speak while it's on the camera, cause Cidal has no female friends who can voice her. In his mind, finding a date is less important than drawing fictional animals.
Is he gonna be okay?
No, he'll be
or-
fine. He just needs a couple seconds. I'll give it 2 and... there
Can you
we go.
stop killing me, please?
Stop being so easy to hate and I'll
Oh, you're
think
right.
about it.
I was here to show this.
Oh, how? I mean,
I call it an eye to another world. Another world.
you were following the abstract thing today.
Well, haven't I mentioned?
Clearly.
I am something of an artist.
Where did you even think of
I
that?
have a weird dream where I see myself in a mirror shooting this at me.
Okay, that's slightly worrying. You should probably look into that at some point. Did Greenface do anything?
I wouldn't say that's very advertiser friendly. Anyway, shouldn't you would tell us about your other friends we have, what you've not shown before?
Yeah, you've had worse ideas, I suppose. Well, these are the Equipminis. They are not a Cidal from a different universe or anything. These are from a different universe, though. They're little alien friends. We got a red one, a purple one, and an oil one. Again, they've been here the whole time, but I've never been able to show them because I've not had a reason to. But they are here. I'll try showing them a bit more as well, obviously. And we've got Dylan,
Oh, alright, Lou.
my housemate.
How'd you get in?
The sweet power of editing.
Alright.
Yep.
Can you leave?
Oh.
I'm a bit busy.
Oh, sure. Right. Sorry. I'm so indulgent in his work nowadays. Well, anyway, let's start drawing the third one, and probably one of my favourites. Now, the first 2 designs I kind of created as I went along. I didn't necessarily plan for them to be abstract until I started making the third one, which is when I went fully into the abstract. Ducks are my favourite animal. I love ducks. I've got a lot of duck characters. Psyduck's my favourite Pokemon. I suppose you could say they drive me quackers. I'm sorry. Before I even started sharing this region on a YouTube channel, back when I just started this in my own time, I immediately knew I wanted to make a bunch of duck-based Fakemon. And when doing research, I found out about a illusion, a duck-rabbit optical illusion. Is it a duck or is it a rabbit? Who knows? So, I knew from after looking at that, I was like, I need to make a Fakemon based on that, because that's awesome. So I did. It's what you're watching now, believe it or not. I immediately knew I wanted to make it a psychic type, because I like the idea of it being an optical illusion, a living optical illusion, where the mon, whoever's fighting it, can't even tell what mon it's meant to be, so it always drives them confused. Maybe have its own ability, like Morpeko, how it can change from duck form to rabbit form on a whim, and doesn't need any animation because it's already both at the same time. I thought that'd be cool. And then I was thinking about, the lore, the story. How would a creature realistically evolve like this? I then came up with the idea of aliens. In simple, aliens. What if an alien came down to Earth and tried to replicate being one of the animals? The only problem with this, however, is I feel like the alien saw a duck and saw a rabbit and got confused which one was which. So when deciding to, create a similar life form, it got confused and melded them both together, creating this weird concoction of a life form what is both a duck and a rabbit. Or is it even both or neither? Who knows? It's a mystery. Dude, the outline was pretty difficult because I wanted to make it look like the optical illusion. I'm happy with how I made it look like. If you look at it and think of duck, you can kind of make it there, and if you look at its head and think of rabbit, you can also make it work. Again, chances are it's probably an easy thing to do, but I'm going to toot my own horn when I can. And the colours, I was going to give it a brown, because, rabbits can be brown and ducks can be brown. But I just realised that maybe giving this, uneasy chrome greenish look, again, this is meant to be an alien, just this uneasy, it looks like a life form, but we both know it isn't. You know what I mean? Something's up there. Someone should look into it. If only we had an organisation what looked into things like these. Huh. So there you have it, our 3 weird abstract designs. What do you think of them? Tell me down below. What designs did you like? What designs did you not like? Did you like Tui and Red Face's drawings?
I know I did, but my opinion very rarely matters.
Comment down below, please. I enjoy engagement with you people. Like I said, at the time of recording this, the next day, I'm going to upload a new video. An art-based essay on one of my favourite games of all time, which is an art-based game. So stick around if you like to listen to guys ramble for things.
I'm gonna appear in it as well! It feels good to be included.
And then after that we have...
Gee whirlikers, I'm still glad you see that.
Oh, hey Fate! Oh, you have your drawing! Oh, I forgot. Right, well, what is it going to be then, Fake? Oh, that's actually...
It's so sweet,
Really
my
nice.
heart's got a
And-
cavity. Oh wait, that was always there.
Gross. Why'd you include me in there? Let me just think.
Whoa,
Tui, wait.
Whoa, don't ruin it! Aw,
There we
geez.
go.
do that,
It's better
dude.
now.
Come on,
Jesus.
Fake. You don't
I'm
need
not
one.
your friend.
You can put it on the fridge. Come on, we'll do it together.
Yeah, Faye, I appreciate it. Tui, man, you need to show a little bit more respect, dude.
Why?
Look, we're stuck with you the same amount you're stuck with us. You can either make the most of it or just not
God,
say
I'm
anything
sick
at
of
all.
that high and mighty.
Jeez.
I'll tell you what to do. I just want some space from you all. Gosh. If only.